Math is everywhere. Anywhere you look, you take a tablet, you take your phone, there's math behind it. Those machines don't run without mathematics. Everyday problem solving comes from being exposed to mathematics.
Math is important because it studies one of the most fundamental aspects of life, which is patterns. And that goes all the way from music and arts, all the way up to a science like physics, chemistry. By studying math, you can actually understand and quantify all the different patterns that show up in nature.
Math is also one of the key sources of ideas. There are no bounds other than what your imagination will let you do with it.
NMSU just has such a friendly staff and student culture. I think people here are so welcoming. In the math department especially, the faculty really wants to help you. They really want to see you grow. They really want to see you learn. They just want you to succeed. And it's not about whether or not you're understanding everything. It's about whether or not you're learning and applying yourself and trying to get better.
Our students receive a lot of attention, our majors, because we teach small classes and they can expect to come by and we know them by name. We know who they are. Most of us had them in at least one class, and they can get a very personal experience here where people care.
People think that to work together on math, that it's a very solitary thing, and sometimes it is. Some people really enjoy that, but another part of the process is when you have friends that you share interests with, and especially when they know things that you don't, and when you know things that they don't, and you get to explain it to them.
I've made great friendships because of math, and there's something beautiful about a subject where you can do alone or you can do with others. You can spend time and spend hours just delving into a problem, or you could sit in a group and bounce off of each other and enjoy that cognitive challenge.
I think I learned a lot of really valuable methods for addressing problems, for keeping on and not getting bogged down when things got too big, and how to really break down complex ideas into digestible pieces that, and being able to communicate that to other people.
They can use that knowledge in many other areas, because what they really learn is how to solve problems and how to think in a structured way to come up with solutions to those problems. And you can transfer those skills to virtually any other area.
Employers don't want somebody who can do something that they're shown. They want people who understand and can take a problem and see it and then come up with a solution that's creative and useful.
If you're not familiar, you might think that it's a very narrow path, but it's actually very versatile. We have students who graduate here that work for NSA. We have students who work for banks, for companies. We have students who work for insurance, especially if they pursued the actuarial science degree. We have students that became teachers. We have students who went on to graduate school to pursue graduate work in mathematics.
I knew when I started college that I wanted to eventually go to law school. So I actually began a double major in government and economics. In high school, I was largely indifferent to math, but in Calculus 2, I was introduced to a lot of new ideas, and it was really hard. And I took that as a challenge, and I thought it was really fun, and I just fell in love with math. I ended up switching my economics degree to math.
Things may seem harder, but if you enjoy it, then you do it. And then afterwards, you look back and said, okay, I spent all that time, but now I understand it. And I think that people get really attached to that feeling of, I finally got it.
It was in an abstract algebra class, and we were looking at the structures of different things, and it was just to see one thing compared to another and see how things just kind of lock into place. I literally gasped in class. It was really, really cool to see, and I've seen other students do the same, and I've seen it in my own classes, and I love it.
It takes a long time for those to happen. You have to, if I were a weightlifter, I would imagine, you have to do your curls every day. But then all of a sudden, I can do something that I was never able to do before. And you change and you grow.
Ideally, what I would love for a math major to graduate with is the confidence that they can tackle any math problem they're given in their future job. Not that they would have seen this problem here and know how to solve it, but that they have enough skill and the mindset to tackle anything they're given. And that's why companies want to hire mathematicians, because they understand that that's what they possess, the stamina and the perseverance to take a problem they don't know how to solve and find solutions. The future of mathematics is very bright.